It's the NFL on EA Sports. And today's playoff conferences is just moments away. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. And it's all up next.
We find ourselves on the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on the ABC Sports. Between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. And welcome everybody. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Goldman. And Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup the defenses make mistakes at center stage.
Yeah, we usually talk about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who convert them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those balls in the secondary. People in my own heart. You can do your actual play call, or sometimes it's a little more difficult. just there.
Going in on second down. Wilson. And he's completely closed up. And this is going to result in another first down. This attack is made at the Packers 34-yard line. They get over 13 yards there on the play of shutdown.
He burned them. I think it's the last time they called him
Each team scored 7 here as the kick's away. This is really good at 5. Beyond the 20, but not much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now the second drive offensively coming in against the Denver Broncos. The football changing hands here as the Saints take 60 field. They find more to change this coming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone fixed.
There's more same game plan. I doubt it'll just be a copy that last drive because I think this offense is right out some wrinkles. They'll try some new things that maybe need in their playbook. They want to use that kind of advantage. Also keep defense anticipating what's up next. They're throwing this right up the drive, but that one incomplete. And I can see the fish looking jumper down there. Silently very neat level of grinding. Fortunately, he didn't receive in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways. Call penalties.
The incomplete pass here now is second and 10. Here's Wilson. That's close. Judy. And he's around about 34. Second catch on the day, and it'll line up first down.
Someone structure in this game. That's the first drive. He's playing it around the middle here.
Really nice there. They picked that first down. You kind of just feel like he's focusing some confidence on it. I think we saw that we talking to him and the coaches. They feel about it before coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice. They went through 2 minutes drill. They went through all the different situations. Ball hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On first and it's Wilson. It's probably incomplete. From the 34, come to line, second and 10. To throw it was Wilson. This is Rodriguez. And he's just past the 45 with a little bit of tackle. Give 14 yards there and did first down. This is the first like that.
And that's something when you see that happen early in the game and they don't get it around, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I'm just telling you, from my days, I remember being in college, they were worrying all season about a season opponent, and they had every season.
First down carry, Williams. And not a lot of daylight, really any daylight inside. It's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings second and down. Well done to step out defensively. He had it diagnosed quickly.
I love that description. Diagnosis is perfect on that one. And Reggie Keys made play, and he couldn't even go when we moved the ball.
Now Wilson. Nothing good downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside. I think Gary wanted to check that out. You see the D over there? He just threw that over his head. Smart play.
Now number 7 of the drive is they're looking at third and 10. Now Wilson. Now it's flushed out right.
That's an interesting play there because as soon as he gets outside the pocket, that's going to take off and run yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who move, defense want to try and keep things in front of them. And I think that description from taking off, it made him try to pass downfield fell incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on the team away. And this one gets up the ball, continues on in the end zone for a touchback. Packers offense here, but back out there in the second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up and ready to go after reaching the end zone on the last drive.
And normally I warn you getting late
officials start out the ball. They can snap and get back to work. Now, and for you, test is Aaron Jones. He's going to get 7 up. There's a moving to get down to 27.
As you're really honest, it's a great call to realize you want to step down this early because they don't pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 and just got to get it right. Now Love. And that's just really late as he moves back and forth. Not sure what happened there, but his timing was a little off on that.
You know, defender. So what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Something right. They said something close that time.
So the incomplete attempt on the last line, and that leads to a 3rd and 2. Love from the gun. That's called. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know just pretty sure about this. We're working on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be traffic somewhere. You got to put it away and secure it.
Now this offense comes down on the field. Last year, he won a little disappointing, forced a punt. And they'll try to do better here. Come away with 6 points since they get this drive. First and 10. So the 39 now, they'll come up first and 10. Follow recovery. Wilson. Incomplete. He's down in the backfield. Let's lead the ball. That coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one. And the flag came out. Penalty.
They're back up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. Wilson. Towards the center of the field. Absolutely just needed a touch more air under his fire and absolute ball. So they'll come up after getting completion for second down. Here's Wilson. Screen pass inside of Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near field at the 49. Just a 1 yard loss that time. That's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd ball.
It's defensive balance when you're on coverage. You keep your eyes on the quarterback. It's the play develop in front of you. Keep the quick pass in front of them. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
The Packers bringing an extra member of the secondary here to try for 3rd down stop. There's Wilson to throw. He'll let this deep for step. And this is incomplete.
The gap covered on the outside. Mike's going to work on these DBs. I'll tell you that they love it. Matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. There's good coverage there. The force the completion.
Is what another running system. Short kick here. This is toward the sideline. And it will return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And a football last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better out on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, it's OTAs, mini camp, first camp, regular season, security comes up about what, second, doesn't always work out. Looking sideline incomplete. Trying
connect to momentum. And that brings second and down.
I think he's going to scan downfield forever. There wasn't anything that been available. Ends up opening it in completion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the completion of first, now second and 10. Here's Love. And they got that loose ball. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it's just right there at the 30-yard line.
Never seen a team back-to-back drives. Those are the last two. I know one person under pressure for the starting guys, and that's the head.
Absolutely. And when things are going to go down, they stop looking at it.
If they stop looking like that's just the game, and only if they manage to win the game.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Fumble recovery. Wilson. That is inside. And then he will eventually get down. He's inside the 5 wing 3. Good job there. 26 yards. Coming. It's a good catch for 15 seconds here at Denver Broncos. That pass just with not a lot of realization. It was territory against the field position. Two times the kick is out on the field and will send this away. It's taken at the line. And he comes out to the 22-yard line. The Packers are touching now. They get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had a fumble that led to a touchdown. Not a great run on either side of the ball. Defense gave up points to Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's been a tough partner. Both those units in a day kind of big defensive base in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. An easy way to make it home. Get out there now and get one touch drive.
Love the Packers now with first and 10 at their 22. Off the play fake, Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot with the kick.
They got one shot right in the first quarter. They were double pleasure there. One team to give it to guys. Already got it in the end zone. Good coverage to finish this time.
So now second and 10 and the incompletion on first down. Love going to give this to Jones. He stopped immediately. Officially nothing on that. No games left. So still 10 to go on third down.
As usual, good defense. Linebackers making plays like in the Iowa scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run right there.
Nick Nichols defensively for the Broncos here third down. To pass. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. What he
comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and exert the will over the other.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but that winds up falling incomplete.
Doesn't appear to be a play call. They're trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the cover was wrong a little bit more than it was. Nice job pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throw one small second again. Wilson to the right side of Carter Jr. And he's going to take it down right at the 50-yard line. Second quarter to begin. Denver Broncos into possession of football as they've got it second down and 11. Flush out right. And they'll slide the ball here. Just a little shy of the first. Giving them 9 on the play. That's going to bring it up third down.
So now they throw it on the playbook, but that's why they didn't all those guys get back there. He's getting down, and he's blinking cable wide on his route. It's just getting it because he's in game.
They'll try and forward. Here's the other. And he will have it for first down with his tackle at the 12. You bring it up to first down.
I've met a program yet runs successfully. It doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running ball team, right? Be able to know who's there, smell the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now they'll roll with Wilson.
So he tried to get something out of it, but dumping it off to a running back unsuccessfully.
The offense on third down, just 1-3 thus far. This will be third and 6. Wilson. This is 20. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Charles was very uninspired after the last time we saw that there was a quick 3 and out, and they wanted to move football.
You never want to get stopped so soundly during this period. What would be even worse now? It's like happening again here. They get going.
Love the Packers now with a first and 10 at their 39-yard line. Love. Out of the field, this is Jones. Still on his feet. They got this guy about the 12-yard line. Aaron Jones gets another bigger back to the 5.9288, but he's definitely what you call a downhill runner. And he takes a shed backwards there for good yardage.
And this is absolutely the defensive coordinator's nightmare. Well, because they spend all week putting them need to wrap up and make sure tackles. What a land here. And I want to talk to big yardage.
And you can see it just described there after the contact that changed the stats. Now the first down carried by Jones. Gets the down inside and flick up without the running.
That's the game before so far. The running game's getting a little bit of a struggle. That's fine. I mean, too, when you can throw it, you have a million games for your rushers.
The last run got taken down. Second and 7. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. No gain on the play there. They're allowed to the third down and 6. Defensively, they had that pretty well figured out.
Yeah, the thing about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a motion and it's playing back, don't hand it off.
On third down, Love. Inch a bit closer.
Yeah, when you're losing, any points you see going on board your favor, you're happy to take them.
Down, kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's back. Here's Denver offense now as they get that takeover here. As the offense begins to get another drive here, I'm pretty sure they want to copy what happened that last time out, and they needed to drive in the end zone.
Right about that part. It's pretty simple. Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we just make adjustments at time. If you're a good football team, you spend that time outside the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments for better repeated last drive. Serious, best team. That's how they get it done.
And we're another one of those adjustments on defensively.
Also, no defensive eyes because even if they get more time, the coverage is tight. Nothing broke it down. That was his only option.
And complete pass leads second and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll be up into the 28-yard line. It's a 3-yard gain there.
That's a good start this drive. I give it to us.
Force the completion on first down. Then you're in your shutdown on play on second.
Yeah, I would be right now. A little bit of pressure on the quarterback and expect to pass that situation.
So 7 yards for the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. So in Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at 46. Off the action here to Williams. And he might materialize in there for the first and run. That's it.
So we've been defense in this one. There's a little bit of good and some bad because they didn't get to the touchdown.
You're exactly right. I would say they did take it very well. The last one got a couple. Here's second and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, man, he beats it to Juju. And they'll line up in this one. He may get inside the 20. The extra effort to the catch takes him for a gain of 26 on the first down. And now with that play, she's north of 200 yards here for the first down.
And he's going to break that extra Marvin. It's in his make of Marvin around now lining it up. His hands in there for much to this. Keep taking it out. My goodness, what a start he is off to. At the end of this game, he could have modern numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Caught left side, Williams. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On second down, it's Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Love now. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Running right, Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Give us all. Give us all. Let's be perfect. I got you, baby.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now it's Wilson. Washington's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On play action. Love to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
To try again after the sack. Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing, Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Love, quick slant to Watson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Jones. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Dillon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
Bring it!
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Love looking to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Let's go, man. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. That's what we got. Dig down deep.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Love, they go play action now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
On third down, Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He completes this to Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run again with the fullback Burton. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 24 all.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Love. Randy Gregory coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On 3rd down, Wilson.
He'll get this one to Patrick.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Here's Love.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Love now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So the Broncos coming out now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 27. Here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson
finds Dulcich out left side.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
He juked him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Packers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception, Love got Dobbs over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing, Love. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Love. Wide open receiver complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Love.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Love looking to throw, and this one complete to Reed. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple of plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Back to throw. Caught by Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's right. Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Wilson to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive, and this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And what an awful time to cough up the football here in OT.
And all coaches talk about, they preach it like crazy, minimizing mistakes, taking care of the football. In this case, that didn't happen, and now they put themselves in position to lose the game.
Yeah, field goal wins it. That's all they need.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
First throw in overtime for Love. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a 1st down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Caught left side, Williams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. To throw again is Wilson.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what, we're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So it's a win here for the Broncos, and it was thanks largely due to the play of the quarterback, CD, a guy who's been doing it for a while, and that's Russell Wilson.
Yeah, just a tremendous game throwing the football. Over 400 yards passing, 3 touchdown passes included in that total. And he really just dissected this defense from the opening kickoff to the final gun.